Hello.
There we are. There's our faces. Guess I'm gonna.
Hey. Hey everyone.
Hey.
Hey. All right. So here we go. We're here with Ray and Jason for another one of our pre-champ gauntlet matches.
So yeah, I
So
guess Jason and Ray, you want to introduce yourselves?
all right, we'll start with Ray first. Since Jason's already been on here.
Hey, I'm Ray. I played at I got top four at the Dragon World circuit, the one that Jason won. So
Uh
yeah, with this deck, Cato Tigers, I'm a bit rusty on it because I've been trying to get newer players into the game and just been teaching. So yeah, excited to see how tonight goes.
Sweet. And yeah, Jason, I guess if you want to introduce, Ray was very nice with that segue there.
Oh yes, thank you,
recent
Ray.
recent
So,
champion.
yeah, as Ray mentioned, I was the circuit champion at Dragon World, which was the last circuit before the championship. Typically an Idris player, but we're playing Alta tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. So, all right, let's take a look at these decks. So, I guess Ray will look at yours. Oh, I guess in the bracket. So, this is actually before I get rid of the bracket, this is the last matches we can see of our round one. And then we'll be, I guess we'll have another, bunch of matches ready to go after that. And then, yeah, later on tonight, we will, I believe, yeah, hopefully be having the first of our loser bracket matches with Bazin versus I'm blanking. Bazin versus
The other loser, Kun. It's Kun,
Kun.
right?
Yes,
Remember?
yeah, Bazin versus Kun. There we go. Yeah, we are talking about it yesterday. That's
Yep.
all good. So, yeah, I'll remove that in post. Wait, it's live? No. Cool. So yeah, let's get this bracket off, and then yeah, I guess Ray, no other expert on this deck other than you. So, yeah, want to just take us through? I guess this.
Yeah, I got some trouble on my hands tonight.
I never played against Alta before, so curious how it goes. I've heard she's good, but yeah, I guess I'll find out tonight.
Yeah. Oh, but did you want to just we've got the deck on screen.
Oh,
A picture of the deck. So if you want to just talk through it, it's just like what is the game plan of this deck? How does it work? What is it trying to do? What's it trying to not do? Just like generals.
yeah. Yeah, so the Cato deck is very focused on tigers, Ashland tigers. So like you want to try to control the have like the last say in a turn by having the last say in the turn by being able to swift drop a tiger and then being able to position it in a way that you can clear out your opponent's summons or like start putting on the pressure with damage. There's also a few Baruch splashed in there because Baruch sometimes comes up when you're going second. It's a better rate for the amount of damage you're getting out of it. And then the other key part of the hero Cato is his force warp ability, which it's pretty much an evasion without using a card out of your hand. So it comes up a lot, and a lot of people forget that it doesn't exert your hero, so you can stack multiple force warps on the same stack. So yeah, and then just like one of the key cards to see too is Epiphany. Epiphany can help you dig into your bigger threats and help you close out games faster.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad we mentioned the Force Warp here. There'll be some fun interactions. Maybe we'll see him with Chrono Walker as well, and then also just letting you put a Tiger or Brook just in front of you. Like we're all familiar with summoners, putting their summons to the side, so it's like a more protected position, and then you kind of move forward. But you can just put it up front where it can threaten more of the board, and if something happens, whoop, it's now adjacent to you, back in a hiding spot.
And if something happens again, you go, another one, and another one.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
you run out of cards.
It's kind of like they're like damned if they do. Like they you put it out in front and it's like, hey, why don't you come? Yeah, look at this juicy piece of candy. Come get it. And then you're but if they don't do it, then you just got free like extension into the battlefield. But if they do come for it, it's free card to just.
Yeah, when you see a Cato and they put a summon in front of it, you're like, I guess I can't kill it.
I guess that's where that is now. Cool. All right, let's take a look at what's it called? The Alta Forced Warpage. Jason's so kind to pilot for us today. Forced Phage. I think I just said Force Warp. So this one is I guess like we thrust it upon Jason. They're like, hey, Jason, play this deck. And he was very kind to accept that. So I guess we'll join a little bit on the deck tech, but this is just like a bunch. Like there's some cool Phage cards, like Axon kind of shines out ahead. But there are some great cards in Phage which just haven't been seen play. Like Caustic Millipede and Taser. So like this is just like some sweet cards that. We wanted to like showcase because they're good. They're just not into the meta. I don't know if people are just more reticent about playing Phage. You'll see an interesting little 2-3 split on Tsunami versus Electrical Storm. Tsunami being like, it's less chi, so it's better. But yeah, when Eric and I were kind of like with this deck and like adjusting it was like, we didn't really feel that we needed to put the chi from the 3 Electrical Storms anywhere else. Like we were kind of happy with like the arrangement of the interaction. So we're just like, okay, we'll just keep it as 3 Electrical Storms. Like,
but as Jason's the one playing this, we're gonna grill him on the construction. Why are the 7 Caustic Millipedes? What's the split? What are you doing with this? Oh man, I need answers. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But yeah, Jason, how do you feel about this deck?
Yeah, what are your thoughts, I guess?
I feel like it plays a bit similar to kind of Nubia in a sense, but it's also got a kind of like threat on the board to it with those millipedes.
Yeah, I like to jokingly call Caustic Millipede the first alternate win condition in Genesis, because it's still via health, but it's like if you manage to get that decay off on the enemy champion, all you need to do is play keep away and get in some chip damage if you like. Which I mean, Alta's awareness, you probably might be able to get some reasonable chip damage in, and like you're gonna win the game inevitably, right? As long as you're not like haven't depleted your deck or something.
Yes, yeah, inevitably, yeah.
So
and I like to jokingly call Alta a balanced Idris.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're not familiar with if you're not familiar with Alta, so Alta does have a second exert ability, but it's doing 2 damage, electrical damage to one of the spots in the awareness, and 1 damage to an adjacent spot to the first spot. So not like the other spot in the awareness. It's not like 2 to 1 red space and 1 to another red space. It's 2 to 1 of the red spaces and then 1 anywhere around it. So it's actually like there's a lot of spaces that you're hitting with that. And it's everything on the spot. So like there's like some pros and cons of that, right? Like because you're hitting the spot, they can't like do stuff that messes with targeting. But, I mean, you are targeting spots. So if they do have a move, there's still a degree of people can get out the way. But anyway, that's enough talk from us. We'll let the players get into the match. So, yeah, you guys can just pop out of the Zoom call.
Yep.
And we'll get you guys going.
And then we'll let you know when it's all ready to go. All right, so... who do you think is gonna take this one down? You got any predictions?
I mean, considering that we did the main thing and make Jason just kind of surprise his deck. I mean, we gave him the deck as well, but yeah. Let me just see here. Make sure I've got the link for the new match from them.
The link real quick.
Nice. Jason's right there. Yeah. without even hearing me.
Yeah, I rolled a 2. I'll wait for them to.
So with that, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
You guys good with the link?
I can't see your starting hands right now. Did you guys select the spectate?
We haven't drawn yet. We were waiting.
Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, so if you want to join, you can draw starting hands, and then I'll make sure everything's good, and then I'll mute myself, and you guys can get started.
Do you have that link?
Yeah. So yeah, let's, I guess, hold on, just pop over here, F11 to make that big.
Okay, I got it.
Alright, cool. I guess we're good to get started.
And
So you want to roll the first second?
I'm gonna.
nice. There we are.
Alright,
And then I
cool.
need, yeah,
So
we're muted over there. All right, you guys
Alright,
can go for it. Yeah, good luck, everyone.
So,
I'll go second.
all right. So
All right.
Jason is going second. Used to going second with interest. Now continuing that with Alta. I will say, Alta has the green border, which is good, but Cato is the yellow border, which doesn't make any sense. I can understand a purple border. 'Cause it's blue, but...
Yeah, this is the border meta is what we're talking about right here. What is the correct border saying? Okay, so yeah, looking at the starting hand, maybe Jason is screen cheating or something here, because like that got that Baruch. Oh, not Raymond. Sorry, Jason, because chose to go second, but Raymond has the Baruch. He would love to go second. Maybe Jason just got the read, choose second, but. I'm gonna.
Yeah, I think Jason goes second more than anyone else.
Yes, also true. So I mean, he's got a little bit of
Is there anything left?
So
anything built into policy of fate for mind reading? Or
That's a really good question. I don't
hold
know
on,
how
well,
that works.
let me answer that. Okay, popping in here. Yes, if you click on show your skills, and then when you round somebody, you can go to your skills, double click mind reading, and then click the button thing, and it'll pop up your opponent's hand. But you can only activate it when you're around your opponent. So, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Excuse me.
So yeah, there's a lot of cool functionality in Policy of Fate. So I know Awesome seems been working hard to first do this spectate mode, but also have stuff like mind reading and other interesting parts like that to make things a little easier. In the old days, we had to take screenshots of it and then send them to our opponents.
Yeah.
When you're doing mind reading.
Fond memories of that. So yeah, let's look at this these starting hands. So I guess they just kind of finished the first round each. And there we go. Jason draws Caustic Millipede, which has got 7 copies of that.
And Ray drew his Alta Tiger.
Okay.
So everyone drew their the kind of namesake card almost.
Yeah. So I have to see. Yeah, so some familiar blood cards are left. Yeah, the snare is hits above its pay rate, so to speak, for the chi cost. But yeah, we'll see what happens here. Cause yeah, Ray opting go another turn without summoning anything. But I mean, Jason's got to be aware that Argent Tigers are going to come down, so he's got to decide how he wants to deploy these threats. There might be actually an interesting line here. I'm just trying to think. No, I was wondering if he would be able to use the taser to kind of protect potentially a Caustic Millipede from a Baruch play, but
yeah, because the taser will just stun any summon that it hits. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, like if he summons Caustic above him on the on the board. I have a mouse that people can see. So if he
to his left, right?
Yep.
Is
Yeah.
that what you mean?
Yeah. Okay, so we're just yeah, that was also another line. But yeah, I was gonna say if he some of the caustic millipede he might be able to, if like a Baruch comes down somewhere, like have a warp strike into a taser, like say if the Baruch's here. But yeah, he's just opting to just get that millipede into a very protected position, which is like the line. So the Chrono Walker, as we're very familiar, being used just as a movement technique, so that like you can get that. I mean, because a 3/6, right? That's reasonable.
That being said, Ray here is going to be able to just freely kill the Chrono Walker. Actually, so he can, with the Ocean Tiger here, play the Ocean Tiger, move up, hit the Chrono Walker, move to the side because he's going first, and hit the Chrono Walker again just for a kind of a free kill. That being said, the Caustic Millipede will then be able to kill the Ocean Tiger the next round with the hit, and the decay, but the decay, because it happens in the round, means that the Ocean Tiger would be able to get that one hit off. Oh wait, no, it already got the hit off, so never mind. So that means, this is kind of trading. Almost trading the Alta Tiger for this Chrono Walker,
and the positioning. And we got double snare, so like not a hard answer, but definitely a soft answer to buy some time to deal with the caustic millipede. Well, I'm curious to see how Ray will assess the threat that the caustic millipede is providing to the board.
Yeah, because I can definitely see a snare coming out. On the caustic millipede so that it can't hit the tiger. But let's see. Or just a snare on the Alta, because if the Alta can't move, then the caustic millipede can't hit the tiger either.
Yeah.
Okay, just passing. Which is fine because the Alta would have to move first to allow the caustic millipede. So it gives Ray a little bit more time to kind of think what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Let's see what Jake. Because his hand has a bunch of 3 cheese and 5 cheese. So maybe some dedicated studies to kind of fix his hand a bit. Yeah, so because of this Ray holding up the snare, Jason's in his mind probably thinking, oh, I'm going to move the caustic millipede, hit the tiger, and kill it. So he's moving his Alta out of the way, not dealing with the tiger. This might allow, so this is going to make it so that Jason's just moving his Alta out of the way and, interesting, so not even playing dedicated studies. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what happens here. So end of turn. So okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I gotta imagine Ray's gonna pay for it. It's so early in the game, and he's used to paying 3 for things, right? Well, I guess it's just 2, because
It's just 2. Yeah, I do wonder about this because Taser has that pay cost, especially this early in the game. It's not that big a deal, so I think Ray's probably just gonna pay the cost and then move somewhere. Or, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Because, unfortunately, like, okay, so no response to the taser from Ray. And then the stun trigger.
So do I just, how do I throw stuff?
Alright, wait. Let me pop in there.
Sure.
Okay, so right click on your deck draws a card. But anyway, if you want to pay for the stun, Just put 3 right under where your energy is, right? So your energy should say,
Okay.
yeah, 38. So just put 3 under there, and it'll take into account your energy reduction. Just put it at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, so it takes account energy reduction.
Yeah, though you'll have to manually. I don't think you did. I think it's double click maybe to draw a card.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Usually right click.
Oh, does right click do it? Okay. But yeah, Raymond, just as a heads up that it won't be able to track. Oh, okay. So they can't hear me. Whoops.
No,
You want to tell Ray about Hardy Soup? If you've still got.
yeah,
still
but
enough?
Hardy Soup is does Hardy Soup trigger off of stun phase? I can't remember actually. I can actually.
Yeah, like they'll just have to manually put a card back. Yeah,
yeah.
Is what I meant. Yeah. Or maybe wait till Ray plays it actually. I guess, just to not reveal information. I mean, we could be generally talking about the deck.
The next energy cost it pays, if I want to, it might actually affect the stun.
Oh, okay. Okay, in that case. Anyway, we have stuff's happening. We should be talking about that. So yeah, Brooke.
All right, yeah.
For Ray. Interesting to see where this is going. So yeah, Ray moved up into the spot where he can just manipulate Alta as much as he likes. Interesting to see what Jason's going to decide to respond with here. Okay, yeah, so yeah, let's do that because
he's gonna wait for Brooke to attack and then try to. I'd imagine.
So like, what do you do here? Because you know the Warp Strike. Like, if the Brooke comes for you.
Oh, I missed the blood trigger, but that's okay. I don't know if Brooke is started.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure they'll catch the unexert on the Burrock.
Oh, sorry. I thought that the blitz trigger happened.
There.
Huh.
You can just space around.
Yeah, there you go.
In response, I'm gonna work straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? How is this gonna work? Yeah, because like obviously Ray can put him behind him, and then
Yeah.
just blank the Warp Strike.
Yeah, but then he also won't get the hit. So, that being said, that just means that Jason traded a card, and Cato didn't play a card, right? So, to kind of
Yeah.
which is kind of the power of Cato, and probably, but yeah, and this is why Cato's pretty strong. Right?
Yeah, so I'm curious.
I'm just persuasion, right, on demand.
Yeah, I'm curious what what Jason's thinking. Yeah, so he's gonna get Force Warped.
In response to the force warp.
Oh.
I wonder, this is, I think, an issue you have if you don't play against Cato a lot, is that you're like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna force warp, and then in response to force warp will do something, and then you realize, oh, he can just force warp again, right?
Yeah.
Going, so.
So I'm wondering if this is like, yeah. So I guess this deals with the Caustic Millipede, right? Because the Brook's gonna just run up this turn, and then the following turn, Raymond being first is gonna.
Millipede can still attack.
Oh, right. Oh, Caustic Millipede hasn't gone this turn. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
There it is.
Okay.
Now he's putting the snare on the
millipede. And then that will deal with it. Yeah. Like it will still be able to rotate, but it's going next, and there's nothing in range for it to hit.
So if I'm the Brook here, I'm probably gonna try to call Alta.
Oh no, wait. Sorry, this was all on Cato's turn, right? This is after the Baruch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, next will be the Caustic Millipede. So it can't move. So I wonder, is there anything? Yeah, there's no real choice here to make, right? In terms of rotation, you just kind of accept that the Yeah, the Baruch is gonna be able to clean it up.
Yep. This is actually, you know, the power of snare.
Yeah, one turn is sometimes all you need, and especially when you're running blitz creatures, because it's almost like you don't even need one turn. But
yeah, you're almost trading like a snare for a possibility. That's a crazy value.
Yeah.
Right. And Ray drew another Alta Tiger, while Jason drew a dedicated.
I'm wondering if is there a thought for Jason to just on his turn just rotate the Caustic Millipede?
Well, he won't have time because this person's just gonna kill it. Oh, you mean like while the Caustic Millipede was snared?
Yeah, just so to spread out the Baruch and stuff, because like from that previous positioning, right? Like, though actually I kind of like the positioning for Alta now, like, because like if you, I mean, we don't see it, but like if Alta had I guess the orientation's a bit awkward, but yeah, because if Alta had a like electrical storm and stuff, is at least a little bit of start of something. But we're out of range of the Asha Tiger. Yeah, one movement, so we're gonna see dedicated studies probably, just to try and get some damage going. Definitely got to be better stuff than the Cabas. Yeah, I'll trade a dedicated study in a Cabas for a Chrono Walker and a Caustic Millipede. I'm down.
Well, I imagine you start having shutdown, right?
Yeah, and yeah, shutdown. Sorry, will be the last one, I think. Yeah, we've got some threats that we need to deal with, but this is a pretty sweet turn, because he's out of like Jason's out of range of the Aja Tiger. He's gonna be able to get so I guess doesn't like the shutdown either. Which like
I mean, doesn't like the dedicated studies over the shut. He's preferring the shutdown instead. Which.
Oh, sorry, he discarded dedicated. Sorry, I thought he was playing another one. Yeah. Okay, cool. So that was the second discard.
Yeah, which I guess makes sense because if you discard the shutdown, then you have nothing else to discard dedicated studies.
Yeah.
And at least shutdown can stop Cato's attack.
Yeah, shutdown can discard Cato's attack. Okay, so we got another Caustic Millipede. So Jason, yeah, with that a little bit behind on Aura.
Yeah, I think that's fine to get protection with damage.
But the positioning's really sweet. There is another snare in in the Kata's future, but we'll have to see how all this goes down. Yeah, there are 2 spots to declare.
Target spot is the spot Cato's currently on, right?
Oh yeah, so yeah, two to the spot you're on, and then one to the spot up.
Yep. So in response to the lightning.
Yeah, and of course Ray was asking the specific spot because he wanted to play his Chrono Walker.
Yeah, so he wants to figure out where to put the Chrono Walker.
Yep.
Okay, that was. Oh, okay, so this is he's the Chrono Walker forward, and you're like, why are you putting it there? Those are the 2 spots, Ray. It's because Force Warp is here to move Alta, and then since now both the spots are not in Alta's awareness, regardless of where Cato puts it. Places Alta, so no damage will be dealt.
Yep. And then Ray has this Aja Tiger, meaning he can clean up this Millipede again for free.
Yeah.
And because he moved the Alta down, now the Tiger can get some damage in.
Or yeah, Warp Strike. Yeah.
Yeah, Warp Strike. My bad.
Okay. So where do you pop yourself, Eric, with this Warp Strike? What spaces are you thinking of? Do we try and block the Baruch from getting to the Caustic Millipede to try and like buy some time? Because you know.
No, Caustic Millipede's dead to the last tiger. I guess he doesn't know that yet, right? So.
Oh, to the other Aja Tiger. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. And then, but there's just a stair coming down.
Yeah, and
yeah,
now.
That's a good question. Where would you go with this? Maybe I would like warp around Cato, just so that I can be with my millipede and hope to have it protect me.
And try and protect it, or have it protect you. Yeah. So yeah, the snare preventing the movement, or leaving rather. Yeah, let's get that one highlighted. Yeah, some champion summons cannot leave the spot is also going to prevent the damage trigger off Warp Strike, because you have to move with Warp Strike in order to get that damage in the back half. So, yeah.
Yeah, but now he wants to corner one out of this. But the issue here, like this is looking really rough, right? Because the issue here is in the Eternal Walkers, because Cato's going first. Cato literally is going to be able to play that Ashen Tiger, and then clear out both the Caustic Millipede and the Chrono Walker for free, right?
Yeah.
And because you have the snare, now he's going to take the Ashen Tiger, and then next turn Baruch, and then the Chrono Walker, and then it loses the Millipede. Yeah, this is brutal.
Yeah, this is just Cato and his posse, right? Like he gets to just like move up and have like just a level of protection we haven't really seen for the summons. Yeah, and then I think this is kind of, I think, the writing on the wall, unfortunately. And he's like maximum, I guess, protection here, because yeah, the Ultra Tiger is going to come down in the protective spot, hit Caustic Millipede, and then it's going to unexert and still be in a protective spot to immediately murder the Caustic Millipede.
Yeah, and
so,
he still has soup left to go. He can pull a Skyrim if he's in any danger, just pause the game, look down a bunch of soup.
Yeah.
And then keep going.
Oh my god, I mean, we got the mind reading.
Well, Ray actually already has mind reading. I think he forgot about it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, there was no tiger. It was in the last turn. I'm just coming here for.
Oh, so activating Baruch first, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then at the end of the turn, he just kills.
Oh, okay. Yeah, end of turn. Yeah, so you get the damage off, and then you get to. Okay.
I wonder, like now do you think about it? But it's still rough, right? Because just the position he's at, the Colonel Walker is going to die.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, there we go. So.
You were 18 and then Baruch was in for 4 and now it's 3. Yeah, and then I will use the Tiger and your Millipede for 3.
Yeah, so Tiger finishing off that Caustic Millipede. And then this is a scary position to be in. And then your opponent knows every card.
Yeah. And of course, Jason there just lying, saying sounds good. to possibility dying, but it does not sound good at all.
Yeah.
Oh, they need to remove the Oxen Tiger from the stack.
Ah.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Yep.
2 to Cato and spot on Cato and 1 on spot Tiger. Spot Chrono.
Yeah, so yeah, putting out the Chrono because nothing's hitting that Tiger ever. But yeah, Alta putting 2 damage on Cato and then 1 damage on the Chrono Walker there.
Yeah. And then get surrounded.
And then yeah, like there's just unfortunately a kind of a game beating here. Going down. 3 more for Chrono, and then I don't know how you get out of this as Alta, unfortunately. I'm not sure how you get.
I don't think there is a way out of it.
Yeah, you have to be Kun and going first is how you get out of this. It's like that's the only champion I think that could really get out of this position without a specific card, including specific cards. I guess a diving juke might work now, like if you're activating it, playing it right now. Because yeah, there's no matter where Cato would put you if Cato moved you in response to a diving juke. I mean, diving juke, the movement's so great that you're gonna get to somewhere.
All right, another hearty soup, another pressure point.
Okay, I mean now Ray is drawing less live, but a little too late, unfortunately. And then I mean
this game is over.
Yeah, no, this game is over. Jason just does not have the resources, and he drew another 3 chi conditional card. They're both doing that, but yeah, the board state is very understandable.
All right, that was game 1.
Yeah.
Kind of pretty convincing.
Oh.
So just let me pop in here. Yes, just click the plan forethoughts, and then you can both get your forethoughts going. And then when you're both done forethoughting, just lock in. And then if you can take a sniff, one of you, doesn't matter, take a sniff of the forethought changes and send it to one of us. And then you can take like a 2-minute break. All right, and also the game changes, so you're gonna have to send us the new link because after forethought, so yeah. All right. So game 1. I mean, that looked like an S tier hero playing against a C tier hero.
Yes.
It's just pretty thorough. And like, so Alta is our kind of our dark horse in here of these 8 decks. Her deck is the only one that hasn't proved itself. And man, we're gonna have to see a lot coming in the next game or 2 to kind of change our minds on this.
Yeah, yeah, it's just unfortunate. I mean, like, it's not just the C tier versus like a higher tier, or B tier versus a higher tier champion. It's also Ray is very good about putting you in positions where you have to interact with that force warp. Like he made that look easy. It's not easy. Yeah. It's kind of like this Cato Tigers deck, like in a different pilot's hand, it wouldn't have made to the top 4 of the Dragon World circuit. But yeah, Ray was coming there, and he's kind of like one of these guys who just like kind of jumps from game to game, but just goes ham and tries to really find something like powerful to do. Cato's Force Warp was what he focused on in for this particular deck, and
yeah, I mean, spoilers for interview. That's actually not right.
Sorry. Oh yeah. We talk about.
We didn't know, but okay, we won't spoil it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, I remember the Dragon World circuit, like just we're all sitting like talking about his top 4 game after unfortunately he got knocked out by Will, you know, like Destroyer of Dreams as he's known, Will K. And we're just like complimenting Ray and being like, wow, like you make this look easy, but it's just like you're constantly forcing people to engage with it. Let's see if we've got the forethoughts. Or, yeah, no, I think they're still working on it. No big.
Yeah, it's a little tough, I guess, if you're not used to mashup or the deck in general to be forethoughting. I would say Coliseum if it does help you a lot because it does all the math for you and you just click some buttons up and down. But yeah, if you're not prepared, then it's gonna be a little weird.
Okay. In just a moment, I'll have the new forethoughts. Very interesting one here. Let's see if I've got this right. Oh, come back, OBS. Where are you, forethought? Oh, there we are. Yeah, that's the right one. I just need to scale it down to the right scale. There we go. Bum. One more time. There you go. So, no changes for Jason. Which is interesting. And then, yeah, minimal changes for Ray. So, more shutdown, less hearty soup. So, just trying to deal with the I guess just like the tsunamis and the electrical storms. Maybe he imagined some of those are maybe coming in. I mean, just taking a look at the Alta deck. I'll just pop that on top. So yeah, stuff that could have been brought in, I guess, is like maybe some coronaviruses or cog restricts might have been an interesting one. But I mean, yeah, like
that's a clean 1-to-1 answer to like an end of the round odds Tiger.
Yeah.
Which might have been worth, but it's tough just because there's no 1-to-1 thing to take out, right? Which is why sometimes you know these decks can be tough to pick up if you're not used to it because you don't know like, oh, I'm supposed to take out like these 2 cards which add up to this number to give me the 3 cog restricts, right? You know, a lot of times it's just like, oh, I take out 1/7 cheaper notes.
Yeah.
I like to not restrict myself by the cheat like that. I just, but that does make it a little bit tougher to do sideboarding that you're not prepared to. But again, Coliseum Fit makes the math easy.
Yeah. When you guys are ready to go, I will need the new, because I think when you go to the next game, it pops it into a new spectator, so I'll need the new link for that. But yeah.
Yep, I'll put it in the general.
But yeah, cool.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah, we have no changes. It looks like for you, Jason. Is that correct? Yeah. No. Oh. Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, no, I just want to make sure that nothing had gone wrong, that like you had locked on, you know, in the wrong way. Okay, yeah, so as soon as you send that link, we'll just get the next game going. We'll let you know when we've got it on stream. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I am back.
Let's see what is our
Yeah, so they're just setting up the next game right now.
Our current standings. So the winner of this game plays against Pure Dash, and the loser of this game plays against the Durus Fires. So looks like Jason's just gonna play against himself if this continues. All right.
Nice. Just got the new link. So I'll get that going.
Alright.
Yeah, Jason electing to go first. New link, getting that in there. Yeah, and we'll cut over to where the players are drawing their starting hands. Yeah, you guys are good to go whenever you like. Good luck, guys. All right, so yeah, Jason playing. Oh, make sure that, yeah, I've got a good mute going. Yeah. So yeah, Jason electing to go first for maybe the first time in a year. He's very, very fond of going. That's not a knock. He's very, very fond and very, very good at going second with Adiras. Okay, so
Is this a powerful card?
so we've got yeah, a quick draw 3 for Ray. And we've got a dedicated sign.
You get 2 cheese, 2 3 cheese out of it. Too.
Yeah.
So, you know, which is kind of an issue with getting this epiphany.
Yeah.
Being said, dedicated studies can help you get rid of those bad cards.
Yeah.
Give you good.
Yeah, that's kind of like the push and pull of the HE, right? It's unlike a 7-chi card, which just weakens, is like, that's just 2, so you can, a 3 will cover that. And HE is always going to reduce 2 cards in your deck. But I guess, you know, we'll see how this goes.
That being said, 3 Alta Tigers and a Baroque.
Yeah, so that's a lot of threats. We've got 1 Tsunami from Jason. So that's in a good spot.
3 Taser and a Warp Strike. Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see how Ray wants to play this. If he wants to just flood the board with Tigers or just play them 1 by 1. That being said, because they're quick, you can wait until after Jason has gone to kind of protect him from Tsunami. But if Jason with Alta can use that Tsunami to hit a bunch of the summons, the Lightning Surge on Alta dealing 2 damage and then 1 is actually pretty good at.
Okay, so Cato. I believe we're on round 2. So he moved 1 on round 1, and now we're on round 2.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
If we're on round 2, yeah, no, yeah, you're right.
Okay, go. Yeah, and like the double move from Ray is pretty much a declaration that, yeah, we're gonna see some Tigers, right? Because the quick beckon, that's what like your Bosin deck loves to do as well, right? Just I get to double move even though I'm a summoner deck.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then here we have the Warp Strike, which makes sense.
Yeah. Like stopping 3 damage and getting the Tiger down to half health seems sweet to me.
Yeah. Because you get hit for 2, you can kill the Tiger next turn because you're going first.
Yeah. So just a 1 move back and he'll be able to finish off that Tiger, which will feel sweet. Of course, like we are on the Tiger's turn. So we're going to see, we might see a Tiger chain starting up here. Because Ray is obviously gonna know, yeah, like this Alta is gonna be able to move first and just clean up the Tiger, so probably worth dropping another one. The only or yeah, and like yeah,
I would expect to see a Tiger.
Yeah, we'll see what Ray does. Yeah, so we're having the end of Tiger's turn. Tiger. Okay, so we're gonna see maybe a double taser from Jason to kill this Tiger before it can unexert.
I believe it.
Yeah, I mean it's reasonable. I think there's a degree of like my opponent like played an epiphany because like you don't want to spend 2 cards, right, dealing with anything here when your opponent's already up 2 cards.
In fact,
but
he doesn't have to spend 2 cards. He can spend 1 card to taser it, and then the Tiger can't move.
Oh yes, also that yeah. The taser also locks it down. because summons cannot use. Yeah, let's get Taser up there. Yeah, so it's got that stun trigger. If anything's dealt damage by Taser, they may pay 3 energy. If they don't, they gain stun this round. So then, even if the Tiger on exerts, it'll be like it's staying right there. Yeah, which means that yeah, Alta can clean up this one as well. Because yeah, summons cannot pay energy, so. Yeah, so it's gonna buy some time. So then,
So let's see if they remember the stun trigger, or if Jason's just gonna kill it.
yeah. Well, we can jump in if yeah, if something happens with the stun trigger. Okay, so just electing to murder death it.
Which is fair enough.
Yeah.
So I guess this, yeah. I think this is kind of fair. Like, yeah, you're spending 2 cards to deal with 1 card, but you're also spending 2 lower chi cards to deal with a higher chi card. But you also don't know that he's got another tiger.
Yeah, I think there's a degree of you kind of have to just like.
Yeah, I
like,
also will say there is a kind of a misplay here, in my opinion.
Okay.
Because if you play the tiger in front of you and then move it over, you can hit the Alta. But playing it here would allow Alta to taser to stun it.
Yeah.
And save the damage. So
Yeah, I mean.
Something to think about.
Yeah, I'm wondering what what the logic was there for that one, especially after you see the first one. But yeah, I think no, like another reason for Jason's line there is like, if my opponent has threat that they drew off like the Epiphany, like it's kind of going to be a tough game. So there's a degree of until they prove that they have it, I'm gonna have to like unload a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so interestingly. Jason not tasering the tiger and letting an attack go off. That's interesting.
I do wonder about that. That being said, because the tiger moves up, he can now move back and
tsunami exactly. But won't be able to kill the 5 health tiger. But you'll be able to get 1 more damage on it. Like it's not bad at all. I mean, another line which would kill the tiger is we could see Alta just rotating and then warp striking to get into the better position on the. And yeah, it looks like that's that's the one that Jason's going for.
I actually like this because it clears the board. You do take 3, which is not great, but you take 3, but you hit Cato and clear all the tigers.
Yeah, no, that's
actually a good line. This is a good line.
Yeah, because
so maybe that's why he didn't taser.
Yeah, so he saw that before we did, right? Like he just stayed there and is like, okay, this one I'm gonna let this one happen, because yeah. Oh.
Okay, maybe he doesn't see the line.
Oh, okay. Because the other reason I like that, because like you could move to the top.
Oh, he was trying to. No, so because of this, okay. He was trying to bait out the tiger attack, I think.
Okay. Right, because the tiger, if you just go for the warp strike line, but this way you don't get to use the tsunami to clear out the board. But,
yeah, that's true. I think this might have been an oversight.
Yeah, the warp strike has disappeared. Right?
Warp strike did just disappear. Yep.
Yeah.
You want to pop in there?
Yeah, if you want to hop in there, I guess.
Yeah, hold on. So, you're not dreaming that did just happen, and we're very confused about what just happened as well.
Yeah. There was a warp strike played, yeah.
So, how do we deal with this? We can just say it, but then let's see, what cards have you played in this game? We're just trying to figure out how you got all these cards in your shenanigans. Do you remember if those cards got nailed.
Yeah, I don't remember if yeah, if did it pop the right number of cards in your memories for it. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know, yeah. You see what happens is that it milled the 5 cards and put the warp strike in your memories, because you can see you have 5 cards plus warp strike, right? It just never went on the stat.
I think that's from a previous warp strike.
Did you? Oh yeah, so you already warp strike. Okay. Yeah. So
my warp strike is like just completely disappeared.
your
Yeah.
warp strike disappeared.
Saying I didn't have enough aura, but I have 107.
That is very weird.
Yeah.
And the card is gone.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we can do the we'll just manually do the warp strike payment, and then
I would say actually before you do that, draw 1 card. Maybe. Because maybe it went on top of your deck. Because you have 50 cards overall.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. Weirdly, I don't know. Yeah, it got put on top of your deck. So
it got put on top of your deck. Okay. There we go. All right. So yeah. All right. You can,
yeah. So you guys can go back to playing.
I guess you just try to pass it.
No, it's yeah. Yeah, you don't need to apologize for anything there, Jason. That was super confusing for everyone. Anyway, good. Yeah, get back to it. Yes. No, there is a can confirm. We all hallucinated the warp strike together. Yeah.
Well, our collective unconscious makes things reality.
Yeah, so it's your attack and then warp, right? I will play a snare.
Oh, the snare. The snare is the destroy your dreams.
I forgot about that.
Good card.
Yeah.
I guess.
You see, this is why you lightning surge targeting your own self. So if they snare you, your lightning surge hits it and kills the snare.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works out.
No,
but,
it does. It does. You lightning surge and put the 1 damage on you, and then if they snare, after it resolves, I mean,
you still lose that in your.
No, yes, you'd have to. How does that work? Yeah, so you'd have to. No, because you're gonna warp strike, and then they're gonna play it, and then the warp strike movement will still get blocked by the snare, but you will have the snare gone. But then like you're already exerted and. Yeah, okay. That's an interesting sequence.
Tiger here.
And
I will switch for 3.
Yeah. Alright, this looks rough now. Like that one snare actually really threw a massive wrench.
I mean, snare really messes with with warp strike. Like it's not doing much. It doesn't seem like it's doing much, right? It's got 1 health. It's gone immediately. They can't leave. But yeah, it's a 4-chi that just like whenever someone's trying to get some warp strike shenanigans.
Sorry. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most brutal I've seen like snares be too.
Yeah.
These last 2 games. Do 3 damage there?
I just modified a life. You should be at 17, right?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay. I will then. So I used the mind reading this turn, right? Or this game.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know where to find, because I see there's a mind reading.
Yeah, there is one in there.
It's under the eye part. What's the
Oh, you wanna guide the?
Yeah.
So if you go to skills, it's like on one of the square buttons, kind of go over it and see your skills, click on that, and it'll pop up for you. And then you can click on your mind reading.
The skills on. So if I go to my hero, right? There's.
No, not your hero. Like those little squares, right? Like where it's like roll dice or whatever. If you scroll over them, one of them has your skills.
Mind reading. Yeah, so I got pressure point, dedicated, taser, tsunami.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh wait, no, you're not near me.
Yeah, that was okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Oops.
But I.
the free mind reading.
I'll do a tiger here, and then I'll come in
Yeah, it's all a clever ruse. Don't Ray. Like he's lying to you.
Yeah. Can I name Dark that's only Magic players don't know that joke.
Yep.
Go to Cato's turn.
Okay, so Cato is what's Cato up to?
Oh, shenanigans, can you raise my volume? Apparently,
Yeah, I did after I saw this. We're on game 2
okay.
there, Will.
What was that hand? Sorry.
Pressure point.
Cato took game 1.
Taser, Tsunami.
Okay. I will just come here and I will drop a brute.
The brutality of it all.
Any thoughts with brute?
No.
Okay, let's trigger. I'll play
all right, who's taking any bets in this game?
Yeah, I think unfortunately now.
No one.
Oh, sorry.
Sure.
No, is it anyone taking bets in this game, or is everyone?
No, it looks firmly like. Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh
gosh.
Dedicated studies. Oh no. Oh man. Yeah, I will trade my shutdowns for some red damage dealing cards.
Yeah. And plenty of aura for Raymond still. So yeah, I mean Cato, one of those champions we haven't really seen anyone except Ray play and take 2 top tier finishes, but we're seeing this sheer like arena manipulation, the boards manipulation.
Okay.
That Cato just gets to just put you between a rock and a hard place, and then just make it like, yeah, you don't get to interact with this particular piece. It's protected. You have to spend at least 2 cards to try and chase it around.
Go to Phage's turn.
Right. I guess if anyone's watching this, are you now Cato believers? Are you gonna take Cato in the championship?
Yeah.
Because I've thought Cato was very strong,
and then next round
this entire time.
Yeah. The problem is you have to be a good player as well to get the maximum amount of Cato.
Player to play Asha Tiger and Brooks. Do you need to be that good player?
Asha Tiger doesn't make things a lot easy, and we're seeing like just like.
That's a good game.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
GG has been called.
GG's.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's bring these guys back in the Zoom.
Yeah.
Maybe not a good matchup for Alta.
All right. We're gonna bring you guys in the Zoom, and then we can talk about the game.
We just opened the same link as earlier, right?
Yeah. Just hop back in as soon as you can. Yeah. So we'll hop over there. Yeah, I guess I will mute that, and yeah, we'll just wait a couple moments for our players to join us in the booth, so to speak.
Oh wow. I guess, and we also have the. Let me just quickly update the new brackets so we can show that as well.
Oh, do we have a updated bracket with the most recent with the Alta and Cato match, or?
Well, it's not going to be a nice fancy one, but yeah, if you want to show the nice one,
I still have the nice one, yeah.
Yeah, so you can show the nice one, and then I can show my crappy one that's fully updated.
Guess there is that one. Oh yeah, but we got what you doing there? 4 thoughts. Get out of here. So, yeah, I guess. So yeah, well, I mean, first of all, we should talk about. Now we got both players here, so let's talk about these games. So yeah, oh yeah, didn't look like the best matchup there for Alta. We'll say.
I don't know what is a good matchup for that, to be brutally honest.
Yeah, I mean that was quite a difference in like deck strength. I felt like, and Alta was our kind of dark horse as we mentioned before, and we wanted to kind of test it against these proven decks, and it didn't really look like it really belonged in this kind of bracket, right? Like, and there was no fault of your own, Jason. Like we were watching that, and I was just like looking at the different hands, like what happens, and I was just like, oh man, like I wouldn't even know,
Yeah.
And you
plays,
can
right?
tell, like, I had plays in mind where, like, if everything goes my way, like, I'm gonna have a sweet turn here, but like he hasn't answered to just everything.
Yeah, snare.
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, those
snares are brutal.
those
really
snares
good.
were surgical. Like we were talking while the match was going, just like the strength of snare versus warp strike, which has quickly shown itself to be one of the premier damage and interaction spells that were introduced into the game, or technique, right? It's a technique, yeah. So one of the premier techniques. I was using spell in the general sense when I was like, wait, no, spell is a type in this game, so better be precise. Yeah. So one of the premier techniques that was introduced to Axon in this in the origin set, but snare is a very good answer. Like it gets them on the going and leaving, because if you don't get that movement, then not only did you not dodge something, and you're not getting the damage, but like fundamentally warp strike, you love to just you dodge something, so like you're getting hit by something as well most of the time, right, when that warp strike's coming down. And Alta's certainly trying to leverage it to get better positioning and a little bit of protection for your threats and for the tsunamis and the electrical storms.
It's kind of underwhelming. Like, in order to get that positioning, you oftentimes have to move twice. So like getting 3 damage off from your attack is not as easy as you think.
Yeah, so it's just the snares messing with the warp strikes. Like there's a lot of baked in synergy into the Alta deck, but snare just kind of super disruption piece, like so innocuous, right? Just like this little trap, 1 health, and it kills itself at the end of the round. How bad can it be? And unfortunately, it's like the perfect card to deal with the Alta deck. So
and also not only did it stop the movement, but it was very good against the Caustic Millipede. Like that first one you played, it just kind of stopped it from moving, and then the Brookline comes in and cleans it up. Snare looked amazing there. Like that was probably the best I've seen snare. But I guess
even without Cato, snare plus Ashina Tiger is ridiculous. Like
like the little board presence that I have just gets cleaned up so easily.
Yeah,
I think a number of times when it was just like end of turn, Ashina Tiger, move, attack, next round attack, and it just kills anything.
So let's pop up Cato on the stream so people can take a look at that deck. This is what Ray put together, and we saw why he got to 4th place there. But just sweet synergies that are just coming in there. I think we didn't get to see just to talk about one more play that maybe we'll see later on in this tournament. We didn't get to see the snare plus snare your own Chrono Walker play, which Ray had talked to us about, or yourself, which is basically because when the switch from the decoy trigger from Chrono Walker goes off, if one of the 2 objects is snared, then they both basically end up in the snared location, because the switch doesn't really notice that one of the things isn't moving. It just not moving in the formal sense, but isn't being translated around the board, we'll put it that way. So then you can just use it to dodge everything. But the Chrono still takes the targeting, so you can use that to just end up with, like, you spend 1 more card, but you end up with a 3/6 Chrono alongside on the same spot, I guess, as your champion. So
Ray, I mean, did this revitalize your interest in the deck again? You can start playing it, or Are you ready for the championship, or are you still looking at other decks?
It's kind of like my backup option, I guess, because I'm playing around with other stuff and like yeah, I haven't played the deck for a hot minute, so it's like the muscle memory of how the cards interact is still there, so it was good for me to see tonight. Yeah, that snare Chrono Walker interaction, I think it's more relevant in like the matchups against Bolt Shot, like if you're really evaluating, because that's where it really comes up to get both your guys out of the line of fire of a Bolt Shot in awkward situations if you can't warp strike or force warp your Chrono Walker out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, because those
yeah,
Bullshot decks
I think the deck still really strong.
Yeah, those Bullshot decks are trying to abuse the fact that it's area damage to follow you around with Chrono Walkers. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that snare interaction, yeah, definitely sounds delightful to pull off. Like you'll feel like your brain got a bit bigger. It's like ha ha ha. Cool. I guess any other thoughts that you guys want to mention before? I guess we'll close off for a brief break, and then we'll be back later on.
Well, not brief. We're back around 9:30.
We're back around 9:30.
So we got one more hour, and then we'll have who is it?
Well, it might be me and you. Unless I don't know, Jason and or Ray. Would one of you be comfortable facing Bazin on a Bazin Worm Strike with Kundash in 1 hour, 9:30?
I gotta put my kids to bed.
Okay, no worries.
That's probably the night for me.
All right.
That's fair enough.
I might be able to swing it. Let me get back to you on that real quick.
Yeah, no worries. No big pressure because we do have a plan. If is on, this is basically just we're both gonna be playing, and then it'll be just our talking heads while we play that. So no worries. But yeah, anyway, 9:30 we'll have Bazin versus Kun, and yeah, thanks to Jason and Ray for joining us today. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, guys.
Talk to you guys later.
Later.
See ya.